hundreds of emails and messages saying, you know, I was a C student after hearing you speak. I make the honor roll. I was giving my mom hell after hearing you speak. Like, I helped my mom around the house. I am really good at doing that. And I can attribute a lot of that to going to Benedict College. I went to Benedict College. I graduated there in 4 years. I got my degree in computer information science. Benedict College taught me what it meant to serve your people, what it meant as far as to give back to your community. So when Trayvon Martin was murdered, I felt compelled to do a rally. I did it in 2 days. I had no idea how to do that, how to put any of that together. But I remember at Benedict that in order for us to graduate, that we had to complete at least 120 hours of community service. I have no idea if they still have to do that now, but that was something. They still have to do that now? So that was really big for me, going to Harambe, like seeing that event, seeing like with Dr. Hopkins. I used to like beat on the drums too. Maybe I was off beat. I have no idea like really what I was doing, but I was a part of his like that dance, whatever it was. Like I was a part of that. So maybe without young people, you know, I don't knock the PWIs going to, you know, his white colleges, but it's just something about an experience that you get from an HBCU. I could have went to any school. I had the grades. I was a star athlete, but something led me to Benedict College. And I tell people all the time, man, that was the biggest blessing of my life. Like being around my people, understanding like this culture a little bit deeper. And I'm still like learning, like sitting here listening to y'all like speak. Is just doing wonders for that part of my life that I probably never even knew really existed. You said, who read this book? You mentioned other books, you mentioned other authors, and I'm like, man, that's why I got my phone out, because I like write certain notes. Because maybe if I become a little bit more acclimated to that, maybe I can become even more impactful to young people, and especially young people that look like me, because they don't just bring me in to speak to black students, they bring me in to speak to white students and Hispanic students, because I connect with people. So I think if I could just say anything as far as with helping out young people, like, you know, you young, you looking, like you like grabbing to my every word, like I'm telling you, like I have no idea how I do this. Maybe like pushing them to even give HBCUs a chance. It doesn't have to be Benedict, but you know, I believe that purple and gold. I think that was made the like biggest imprint in my life.
Well, I got so wrapped up in the responses that I forgot what was that. So if you could please repeat that one more time.
That's all right. We can just wrap it up like you so we go. You can have a final thought or something.
Yes. There was something that was mentioned. I don't know if it was Faida or Brother Mowa. But they were talking about the streams. Both of you mentioned the streams that then pour into the ocean. And so for me, I always like to think of, I believe it's Tony Martin wrote the book, Race First. Yes. Tony Martin. So when that's your philosophy, race first, then the brother that's a Christian, the sister that's Muslim, the brother that is into Yoruba, no matter what, if race first is your philosophy, then as long as we partner with that, then I can't turn my back on you or feel that we're not on the same page, because that opens the door for us to now work together. If you see that, for Dr. John Henry Clark spoke of those 4 areas, and I think it was in how will my people survive, how will we survive the 21st century? And so those 4 areas being how will my people be fed, how will they be housed, educated, and defended. So my position is educated, right? Understanding that we have to be multidisciplinary, and so I can't just stay there, but that's my focus. So then you may say, well, my focus is defended, and we may partner up with that, but you may be of a different faith. So I can't, as long as you're race first and we're covering those very key areas of how we will survive the 21st century on into the next, that's all I care about.
Okay, so with the Q&A, I'll try to get everyone, of course, I just ask that everyone raise their hands, and of course, the first people I see that raise their hands will try to get to you. And also have, if you can, to direct your question to one of the panelists, because I know we're kind of pressed for time here. I know I would like for everyone to try to address to each question, so to be on time and on schedule here. We just ask that you select certain individuals to ask your question to. So open it up. Gentlemen here.
Yes, good afternoon. My name is Mensa, and I am a member of the Richland County Literacy Council. And a few years back, I want to address mine to the young lady to my left. I am an elder. Yeah, I'm an elder. And I was fortunate a few years back to work as a literacy tutor at Columbia College. And I had 9 little ones, first graders, that were charged to me.